What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. This one's titled, If You Possess an Aptitude, We'll Make Use of It, which I think makes perfect sense. Basically, if you have a skill in something, we're going to make use of that skill and put you in the right position, which is probably something this kingdom might not have done. It depends on how it's run. It's possible that things were based on nobility rather than actual skill level, which is, I think, something that... wasn't that one of the things Napoleon kind of tried to do, although hypocritically then offered his own family and nobility positions in things that he conquered? Anyway, the base idea of Napoleon was to make things skill-based rather than nobility-based, especially considering he had to grow up in the nobility-based thing. That's why his progress was slowed early on, I guess. I think that's where they're going with this, but... yeah, this series is everything I wanted from this type of show. I always said, what if we had a situation where we see the kingdom being run side of things rather than the hero on the front lines doing all the heroic stuff? And this is what the show has delivered, so I'm very glad it exists, basically. So our current situation is we are now the king, with a fiancé being the previous king's daughter, who we have started to talk to and get along with a little better. Now that the misunderstanding has been kind of cleared up, we're not usurping the throne. This was all planned. There's not much of a plan in it. The king was just like, well, I'm hopeless. Here, you do it, because you seem to know what you're doing. But originally, the hero here that was summoned, which is our guy being isekai'd, was to sell him off to the kingdom that is currently protecting us from the demons, which have kind of established this huge kingdom to the north and are slowly creeping their way down. This one kingdom that's very military based is holding them off for now, and since we don't have a direct border with the demons, we're just providing financial aid essentially. And since we can't really afford to keep that financial aid, we summoned a hero in order to supply that in lieu of payment, although they'll just be asking for payment down the road anyway, so it's a case of, well, we're kind of screwed here, and we don't really want to have that trouble, because they'll just come and take over us, essentially. And so that's the situation we're trying to avoid, and we're trying to build ourselves up as a more independent nation, so that we can still be of use, and defend ourselves if need be. We're going to build up our army, we're going to build up our industry, all the good stuff that you'd expect from a growing empire. Although it's not quite an empire, it's just one lowly little kingdom, but still, you get the idea. We'll be growing and maybe expanding as time goes on, I don't know. But we've got interest from a bunch of other areas as well, so we've got a lot of diplomacy to do, we've got a lot of housekeeping, essentially, to do. Fixing of economy, fixing of trade, fixing of production lines, of what production lines we have, anyway, in this world, so... lots of stuff to do, and I'm very interested in this, because, like I said, you don't see this side of these isekai-type shows too much, and as a result, I'm very, very, very much enjoying it, so I'm excited. And we're only on episode 2. Like, I've watched one episode, and I'm already this excited about the show. It's a shame it's only 13 episodes. I can hope that maybe we'll get a season 2. I mean... maybe? This has been going on for, 5 years now? Yeah, this is a 5-year-old light novel. We have... how many things do we have? We have... the 15th light novel came out last month. So there should be enough content for a second season. I would sincerely hope so. I assume they're decently sized light novels, so... and I think it's adapting the light novel, not the manga. Am I correct? Because the manga is, I think, a fair ways behind. There's only 7 manga volumes as opposed to 15 light novels, so I think the manga is quite a fair bit behind, so I'm assuming this is a light novel version. Wait, no, wrong thing. At least Annalist lists it as light novel, so here's hoping. I really hope this gets a second season. I really do, but I guess we'll see as time goes on. So far it's being rated fairly decently and has a decent following, so there's hope. That's all I can really plan for. Anyway, we're going to get an episode because I'm really excited for this one. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Sympho Gear, and Log Horizon. But here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen is your time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Play Say episode, I Say episode, and we should be in sync. We watch this one on Funimation, as per usual, since they're the ones who license this show. We have the King Records logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 14.5 to 15 seconds of logos. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. King Records. And Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. That's our map. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, we did show the battleships, didn't we? Magic? Glowing boss, okay. Fire-based magic, yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, might be time. Yeah, this is the trio I think we saw last episode. That like taking an interest. There's the king and queen. Former, I should say. I don't know what the deal with that is yet, but Nisha, yep, our fiance. Juna. Aisha, who I want to meet. Akia. Poncho. Tomoe. Alright. Let's get into this. Okay. It's a good check. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he will. Bit creepy. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. You had an idea? Hmm. Maybe it's a charm effect? Oh. Okay. Copy your consciousness into objects. Interesting. Huh. Okay. So basically making clones of himself. Living poltergeists. Okay. It is. That's the most you can do, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. The ultimate multitasking magic. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay, see if there are any, like, nobles just wasting money. Embezzlement, yeah. That's not a long term solution. Mm-hmm. Everything requires money and manpower. These two. Hmm. Oof. You're gonna get smacked. Okay, no. I want you to immediately wake up and just roundhouse kick him or something. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Never ridden the horse. She curious about it? Hmm. Oh hell no. No to that. Doesn't have as much attachment to that world. That's something I feel like most isekai stories don't really look into too much, is the attachment to the other world. Maybe that's why I like A Million Lives a bit more than I normally would, because it is dealing with that attachment idea. Oh, what's this? Mm-hmm. Inedible fields, huh? Nothing grows? They're all cotton fields, right? No food crop. Okay. So we picked up the slack. Warmer further north. Interesting. Okay. Well, in the northern hemisphere, it'll get colder as you go up north. But if you live in the southern hemisphere, the further north you go, I guess it will get warmer. Mm-hmm. Yep. Means we're more reliant on imports as well, and importing is much more expensive than growing your own. Yeah. Hmm. Prices crashed. Everyone started doing it. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's preparing her for leadership. I mean, that was his plan, right? Stick around for 5 years, get it all sorted, and then leave. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Subsidies, yep. Soybeans and potatoes, yes. Potatoes are hardy crop. Yeah, long term. Okay. Temporarily. Hmm. Captain of the Royal Guard. Okay, someone we should definitely be very well acquainted with. Hmm. I bet. Hmm. Hmm. uh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Just a bit. Oh boy. Half read, 30 right. That's not great. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Education reform's gonna be a big thing as well. We've got to sort out, I suppose. Hmm. We need some competent people. Hmm. A hero. Okay. Three kingdoms. Okay. Hmm. Order of seeking talents. Okay. Will I recognize it? That's the quote. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Guess to an extent that's kind of like why we got Churchill in during World War Two. Hmm. Mm-hmm. This is how we get our cast of characters together, I guess. It's a good speech. Oh shit. I mean, that's motivation right there. I mean, that'll do it, yeah. Oh, hello. uh, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. That was very good. Oh, you're going to be inundated with every little thing here. This is good, though. I'm so enjoying this. Mm, let's go, dude. I can't wait to see what we get in all of this. I really can't. I'm curious about this girl as well. It's living in essentially the slums on the outskirts of the kingdom. I guess she would be a refugee in that instance, probably, right? That's probably a refugee camp, not the slums. Although, where's that distinction get drawn? God, how many people is he gonna have to deal with and sort through just for that? Very good, very very good. I am loving this show. Like, I'm loving this. This is one of my favorite shows of the season. Absolutely. I think a 70% rating that it currently has on A-List is very very underrated. Um, yeah, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Exactly what I wanted. Um, God, I really hope this. It's 2 episodes in. I want a season 2 of this show to get announced very early. I really do. Um, we won't get that announcement until like October. I know, but still, I'm so into this. I'm so into this. I want to see what everyone's talent is and what they're going to be bringing to this kingdom. Next episode is going to be a lot of character introductions, I'm sure. We're going to see Aisha. We're going to see Poncho. I think Tomoe was in there as well. I think Tomoe is the... Hang on, let me just go back to the OP real quick. Where is the OP? There's Licia. There's Juna. She was the girl from there. Yeah, I think Tomoe is the little girl that's coming from the refugee camp. I think. She's had a significant glow up, obviously. Hakia we saw riding in on the horse. So, like, yeah, pretty much all our main characters that we saw in the OP that have been named in the OP, I think were arriving as a result of that message. So, it's going to be interesting to see how... It's going to be interesting to see how they all come together and what they bring. Like, I'm curious to see what Poncho brings. I am genuinely curious. And Juna and Hakia and Tomoe and all of them, basically. All of them, I want to know what's going on. And God, I'm so invested. I'm so invested in the show already. I really am. I just want to watch more. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it. So, guys, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.